A Muslim guest joins Fearless Truth's livestream, and within seconds, he drops this line: "I can't be Christian because I'd forget how to count." What follows is a wild attempt to disprove the Trinity, challenge the divinity of Jesus, and redefine essence and existence only to get completely tangled in his own logic. He came in cocky, just to get humbled in the end. This is one debate you don't want to miss, and I'll be sharing key insights at the end to break it all down. This is Eden Reactions.
Yeah, why am I not Christian? Because if I became Christian, I would forget how to count.
How do we not know how to count?
Wait, how do you count persons?
1, 2, 3.
And how do you count essence?
1.
Yeah, so wait, why do you use a different counting method to count essence?
Wait, what counting method did I just use that was different?
Wait, yeah, because there's three persons with three identical essence.
No,
right?
it's one identical essence. It's not three. It's not three essences.
Yeah, no, but it's in three persons. So there's three things that have one thing, right?
It's three instantiations, not three essences.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's three essences. I'm saying if you're basically saying if there's three identical things, you'd count them as one, and you're just saying that would be an essence.
Bro, what? No. No.
What do you mean? No? Wait,
we're saying there are three things, those three persons that have one essence.
Yeah, they have one essence, as in they. It's not. It's not. The essence isn't separate, as in like another entity. It's within
one
them,
essence
right?
that's instantiated in three persons.
Okay, if you were to take one person out, how many essence?
You can't. It would still be one essence, but you can't take a person out.
Yeah, so there's three persons, and they share the essence which is within them, correct?
Yes.
So what is your argument for something being identical and you counting it as one instead of three?
Because there's not three essences. There's one essence that's instantiated in three persons. How do you get three essences from that?
Because there's three persons and they have an essence within them.
But it's the same essence. It's not a different essence.
What's the difference between me having three identical books in front of me and me counting this one book?
I'll explain. Do you know what the difference between an instantiation and an actual ontology is?
Yeah, instantiation, I'm guessing, would just be an instance of, like, for example, an actualization of something, maybe?
Not really an actualization. So it's just going to be something that has something. It's going to be an indwelling, basically. So if it's instantiated within something, it's indwelling within something. So there's one thing indwelling in three persons. It's not three things.
There's one thing.
If there was three ontologies of an essence, then there would be three essences, but there's not. There's one ontology.
Okay, bro, that's fine. So you don't count using a different method, no?
Nope.
Right. So, for Jesus, for example, to be, do you say Jesus is dependent or independent?
Neither dependency and independency is regarded as exterior to being. So if you're saying, is Jesus independent or dependent of creation, he is independent. If you're saying, is he dependent or independent on the Father, Holy Spirit, etc., that would just be a false dichotomy.
Wait, so why would it be a false dichotomy for me to say Jesus is independent of the Father, for example?
I'll show you how. Are you dependent or independent on your essence?
I would be dependent on my essence.
You're dependent on your essence, so you're not your essence? Your essence is something other than you ontologically?
I mean, I would be, yeah, my essence would be a part of me, basically.
So you think that you have a different ontology than your essence? You're multiple ontologies?
No, for example, my essence would be the essential things that make me a human, right? But I could have accidents which make me otherwise, for example.
Okay, so do you have multiple ontologies within you?
No, I wouldn't have multiple essential. I wouldn't have.
Okay, so if you have one ontology, how is that one ontology dependent of itself?
Wait, could you repeat that question?
How is that one ontology dependent upon itself? Because you said you and your essence are the same ontology, but you're dependent on your essence. How is one ontology dependent upon itself?
Wait, because I would be dependent on it, because without it, I wouldn't exist.
So your ontology is dependent upon your ontology.
So you're basically saying you cannot say a nature can be. You're basically saying I'm making the nature a person, basically.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're saying that your ontology is dependent on your ontology. That's what you're saying.
Right now, your essence is confusion.
No, so I'm saying essence. I'm dependent on my essence. What's wrong?
But
with
you
saying
said your essence is the same ontology as you. So then you're saying your ontology is dependent upon your ontology.
my essence is the essential properties which make me human.
Is your essence the same ontology as you?
Wait, why am I not dependent on the properties that make me a
Bruh,
human?
I'll show you. Are you the same ontology as your essence?
Same ontology. Could you break that down? I'm not completely sure what you
Do you know what ontology means?
Be like a concrete existence.
It's like substance. Like, so are you the same substance or ontology or existence as your essence?
I wouldn't be the exact same, no.
No, so you're two beings in one?
I mean, it would be a part of me. Like, it would be...
So you're two beings?
No, because I would say that my hypostatic properties, for example, would also be another... Would that be something different? But I'm not fluent in this, so that's what
I can tell, bro. You know, what is a being ontology? Is a being synonymous with ontology?
A being could be anything. It depends how you define
a
being.
Being has to have ontology, right? To be a being.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you have multiple ontologies, which means you're multiple beings. By that same standard.
Not if I say there are parts. For example, if I say I have a material side of me and an immaterial side, but the reason I'm saying is they're parts, right?
Bro, it doesn't matter how many parts they are. Ontologies can be parts too. That's fine. But you're still gonna have to say that you're multiple parts. You have multiple ontologies. So you're multiple beings parted in one.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying that would make me a whole. That would make me one person.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, but you're gonna say you're multiple ontologies in one person, bro. Okay, I'll make it very clear. Ontology is being. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, ontology is being. You have multiple ontologies, correct?
Could you name me like the multiple?
You just agreed with that, bro. You literally said your essence is a different ontology than you.
My essence would be a part of me. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you have multiple ontologies, right?
Multiple existence. No, I wouldn't say I have multiple. I'm just saying,
bro,
the essence would
is
be a
your
part
essence
of me.
A different ontology than you?
My essence, right, would be my nature.
Bro,
and I would
is your essence a different ontology than you? Yes or no?
Is my essence a different ontology? It would be a part of my ontology.
Is it? So it's the same or different? How many ontologies do you have? I need a number. How many ontologies do you have?
Like I would say my hypostatic properties and my essence.
A number. How many ontologies do you have?
I'm not really sure how to answer that. I'm just
saying.
saying.
Well,
like,
when you can answer that, figure it out and come back, bro. When you can actually figure out how to answer a question, let me know and come back.
Look, I get it. Trying to debate the Trinity without understanding essence, being, and personhood is like trying to bake a cake with no flour. You'll end up with a hot mess and no dessert. Here are 3 takeaways I want to leave you with. First point. Counting is not the problem. Categories are. When Christians say God is one in essence and 3 in persons, they're not using math. They're using metaphysics. If you're counting essence like you count apples, you've already missed the point. Second point. Not everything is either or. The Muslim guest tried to force a false dichotomy. Either Jesus is independent, or he's not divine. But sometimes, the answer isn't either or, it's deeper. Christian theology says, Jesus shares the one divine essence with the Father and Spirit. That's not a contradiction. It's a distinction. Final point. Know what you're arguing before you argue it. If you can't tell the difference between your essence and your existence, it might not be time to dismantle the Trinity on livestream. Philosophy matters. Definitions matter. And theology isn't something you freestyle with vibes alone. So what did you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you laughed, learned, or just stared in disbelief, smash that like button and subscribe for more truth-packed reactions and breakdowns. Till next time, Keep thinking deeper. Don't just debate, understand.